not only the success of like the business side of things, but I've watched people transform and become more courageous and really kind of unfold. And I love that. I love seeing that. I love building teams and being that voice that, no, I'm not a people pleaser. I'm just not gonna tell you what you want to hear. Like, we're gonna talk about the hard things and we're gonna get through it together. I'm not gonna shy away from conflict. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sharifa Lawson. I am sitting back because I am with child. I'm about 7 months pregnant. But yeah, welcome. I guess on this first video, I'd just like to share what this channel is going to be about and tell you guys a little bit about myself. So I am a native of Kingston, Jamaica. I'm 32 years old. And yeah, I really love business. I really like helping people start businesses, writing business plans, helping them figure everything out from setting up your entity and your article of organization through HR, through standard procedures and operations, through marketing, through sales, through accounting. I just love business, and I am a strategist, and I am really big on efficiency and putting together systems and making things work properly. Super gifted in that, I guess I would say. It's kind of been something that my brain naturally does since I was very young. I systemize things. I was nicknamed Miss Bossy in high school by my dance team, so now it all comes full circle and I realize, oh, this is just literally who I've always been. So so all of that to say, this channel is essentially about business. Of course, I am a disciple of Jesus Christ, so I will be mixing in some scriptures and just biblical principles, because I think one of the things that's lacking, especially in the Christian arena, is just the fact that there's so many disciples who don't seem to understand that all of the wealth belongs to God. Like, he even says all the gold and silver is mine, and he expects us to use our talents and to multiply them and to invest our gifts to produce more. And I don't think that that's just speaking on disciples. I think that's a way of living. I think when you are a disciple, there is no reason that you should not be the giver. Like, you shouldn't have to borrow money. You should be the one providing it so that people know that it's coming from God. And unfortunately, I feel like we have done ourselves a disservice by not truly studying out the scripture to realize and really learn these principles and put them into action to produce the returns that I think God has intended for us to have here on earth. I think so many times we can look at the scriptures assuming that he's speaking of the treasure that we'll receive in heaven. Like, obviously, our treasure is with God. Our treasures are in heaven. But I don't think that that means that you shouldn't be a good steward here on earth, so that you can provide, so that you can show God's grace and his generosity here on earth, so that we can win souls. And so, yeah, that's essentially what this channel is going to be about. I am going to go ahead and give a disclaimer. I am extremely direct, extremely blunt. I am naturally like that. We can't have all the gifts. So all your prayers, please, please, please pray for me. I need them. I appreciate them. And yeah, I hope not to offend anyone. I hope that this is a channel that will not just challenge you and encourage you, but truly get you to think, get us to think and really reflect and say, you know, am I giving my all And am I giving my all in the best way? Like, am I doing it in a way that would be pleasing to God? And when I say that, I mean, there's many seasons that we go through in life, and you may be in a season of employment where you're working for someone else. And in that, of course, God expects us to respect and obey our authorities, because all authority is given to Him. However, I do believe that there are many of us who live in fear, and we avoid opportunities, and we avoid stepping out in faith even after God has asked us to. Like, even after He's made it very clear that it's His voice that's speaking to you and giving you the direction, we can be like Moses and say, oh, but I don't speak well and I stutter, or, you know, whatever it may be. We have our fear, and we allow that to become an idol, honestly. Like, we lose faith in God and knowing that He is with us. And honestly, none of the money, none of the success, none of this stuff is ours anyway. It's His. So I don't want us to look at this as, you know, doing something to get rich. Like, this is not a get rich quick type channel. This is not any of that. This is simply, I want to help my brothers and sisters that are being called to be entrepreneurs or build businesses. I want to help you establish processes and procedures and strategies, because that's my gift, and I honestly believe that it's part of my purpose here on the earth, because God has multiple times sent me to different organizations where I have implemented strategies and systems and watched not only the success of like the business side of things, but I've watched people transform and become more courageous and really kind of unfold. And I love that. I love seeing that. I love building teams and being that voice that, no, I'm not a people pleaser. I'm just not gonna tell you what you want to hear. Like, we're gonna talk about the hard things, and we're gonna get through it together. I'm not going to shy away from conflict. I'm also not going to be the one to try to create or start conflict, but I do believe that truth needs to be shared, and with love, of course, and in the right context and at the right times when the Spirit asks me to speak. But I do believe that we are called to do that, and I see so many of our brothers and sisters just kind of not taking the risk, or maybe they see it as a risk so they don't take the risk. And I don't think that's how we were intended to live as His children. So yeah, join me. Excited to go on this ride, and I'm gonna start making some videos. I'm not going to commit to how often these will be published just yet, because I do have a lot going on in my personal life, with the baby, and with you know, my full-time work, and then my side works, and just all types of things. So but I will say, my hopes is that I will at minimum do these once a week. And yeah, all right. Drop me a comment below about some topics or questions that you may be struggling with spiritually when it comes to your business, as well as any questions that you have just strategically about business that you would like me to address here on this channel. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. All right, bye.